Hello everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today I am making one of my mother-in-law's recipes. She gave me a cookbook. Well, actually, she gave me over 100 cookbooks. I have them down in my basement. I got to go through them all, but there is some from the early 1900s. This one is some of her recipes from the 1960s. It says in here, Nana's Recipes Inside, and this book is literally falling apart. She told me the other day about the impossible pie. She said, Tanya, have you ever made that? By golly, I have not. And it sounds impossible that the way we're going to make this, that it's going to turn into a pie. So I'm going to tell you what you need, and I'm hoping all the ingredients fit in my blender, because that's what we're going to do. We're just going to throw it all into the blender, blend it, and then pour it into a pie pan. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And this is what you're going to need for this recipe. Half cup of Bisquick. I don't have any Bisquick baking mix, so I am going to use Jiffy today. But the recipe actually calls for Bisquick. 1/2 cup sugar. Nancy says she uses just a little bit more, so I'm going to use about 3/4 of a cup. 4 eggs. I put them all in a bowl. 2 cups of milk. It says here 1 3.5 ounce can of coconut. Well, I didn't look too hard, but when I went to the store, I didn't find canned coconut. So I am using flaked coconut, sweetened kind, and I just measured out 3.5 ounces. So hopefully that'll work just as good. We're gonna need 1 teaspoon vanilla, and then she says sprinkle lightly nutmeg on top. So that's what you're gonna need. I don't have any nutmeg, so I'm going to use a little cinnamon powder. So what we're going to do is put everything into the blender. Let's see how this works. Alrighty. So first I'm going to put my 1/2 cup of Bisquick. I'm using Jiffy. 1/2 cup. I'm using about 3/4 cup of sugar. 4 eggs. 2 cups milk. Getting pretty full, folks. Oops, here goes my coconut. 3.5 ounces. Will it fit? 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 3 tablespoons of butter. Alrighty. Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope this works. I can't let Nana Miller down. Okay, it feels like everything got mixed up. I changed my mind. I'm using a 10-inch deeper pie plate. This looked like a lot, and I thought that just ain't gonna work. Yep, that works perfectly. So use a 10-inch buttered pie plate instead of a 9-inch. Off to the oven it goes for about 30 minutes. The tip that Nancy has here is custard is set when a small amount of jiggling takes place when you slightly shake the plate. The Impossible Pie is almost done baking. Safety, my beautiful oven mitts. Yes, they're both right-handed. So in order for me to do double duty, I gotta wear one backwards. I know, it's amazing. Always thinking, I'm always thinking. All right, here we go. Is the pie impossible? That is what we're gonna find out. Okay. There's a little bit of a jiggle. Do we think it's set? I think it probably is. I'm gonna trust it at 30 minutes. We're going to let this totally cool. Then I'm going to pop it in the fridge and chill it. And then we shall partake of a feast. I want to put my little cinnamon on. There again, Nancy calls for nutmeg. You could also mix it in with the mix too if you want, but I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit on top because everything is good with a little bit of cinnamon. Just ignore this, I was cooking some Chinese food. So let's see how this serves up. It says it will serve up better cold, but I am going to get some servings prepared to go. Because one thing I know, I am not going to want to eat all of this. All right, so here we have a little bit of a custard pie. Has a good flavor. Very good. I'm going to put it in the fridge and let it chill. Let it get nice and firm. But it has a good flavor. It tastes kind of like French toast. Like a little dessert pie. So yes, I would recommend the Impossible Pie. And if you want, you could bake it a little bit longer too. Some recipes call for lower temperatures, but for longer periods of time. So you bake it till it's the shake test, like Nancy says, so there's just a little bit of jiggle. So thanks for joining me here once again on Dee's Delights. And our Impossible Pie wasn't so impossible, was it? Have a great day, everyone.